Financial freedom is not only about what you add up to your life, it is also about what you deliberately remove. Many people desire wealth, but they forget to eliminate the things that quietly destroys them. This video is gonna highlight all the things I deliberately remove from my life. I'm gonna give you 7 things I deliberately remove from my life. Number 1 is living beyond your means. Now, living beyond your means is something you have heard over and over again, but I'm not sure you have actually dived deeply into its meaning as I'm about to break down to you. It is not only spending overboard or spending beyond your capacity. It is also about acquiring assets that require your entire income to maintain. An example is a property you live in. If you own the property, if you've purchased this property on mortgage, and you need your entire income to maintain this property, then I'm sorry, this is living beyond your means. It is you buying that car on finance that require your entire monthly income to maintain that car. There is a difference between a home and a financial strategy. Therefore, if financial freedom is your goal, then you need to find out that is this spending wise enough at this time of my life? And in order for you to be able to do this, these questions must come to play. Do I want comfort today, or do I want freedom tomorrow? Sometimes financial freedom requires some temporary sacrifices. Now, what do I mean by this? You may decide to rent a property for this season of your life. And if you have enough to acquire the property, buy the property under a limited company set up and rent that property out. You see, there's a difference. We are renting a property we are occupying. And we also have a property on the market that brings in income. Now, what do? You gain a monthly income out of this property. £200 excesses, 300, 400, 500, 600, 1,000, depending on the location of the property. You also build equity in this property and 8 appreciation. Don't sleep on this. The reason why this system works is because wealth is rarely built in the asset you live in, but wealth can be built in the assets that pays you back. There's a difference in this two. Number 2 is an illusion of status purchase. Now, what do I mean by this? This is something I used to, but now it's a thing of my past. As I speak to you, I do not own one designer bag. Can I afford it? Yes, I can afford it. But do I own it? No. This season of my life is a build-up season. There is no plan for designer bags. But this illusion is where you go out to purchase bags that are actually beyond your means, accessories beyond your means. It is something a lot of us fell for. It was what it was. It is what it is. But I'm telling you, if you want financial freedom, identify your season, ensure that it is clear, it is plain, it is written in plain language. Stick to the plan. And in that plan, a designer bag, whether you can afford it or not, should not be part of that purchase. No. You do not need a bag to complete your identity. Your value does not live on your shoulders. Yes, look presentable, look good. I love to look good. I love to be me. I love to appear in class and style, but in an affordable manner, in a recycled manner. What do I mean by that? Recycling what I already have. If I'm in blue today, I may leave it for a while and be in brown tomorrow. My favorite color is black. Be in black the following day, you may never have seen that black, but probably I had worn that black. It is what it is, you understand? And yes, you may have identified, oh no, I think she's worn this a few times. So what? So what? Mental resilience is what you need on the journey of financial freedom. Number 3 is cars that drain wealth. Yes, car to me is a necessity, especially if you have a family and you need to take your kids to school from one point to the other. You need car for your mobility. So to me, it is a necessity. But let's be honest, car is not a wealth building asset. They are depreciating tools. If the economy you live in provides reliable public transportation, consider using it during your wealth building phase. And if you need a car, especially with family responsibilities, choose wisely. I would rather go for a modest car I can pay outright than a car that would take me 5-10 years to clear up. I have been through this system before. I have done this before. And that is why I have the audacity to tell you that no, if you want to build wealth, then it isn't wise. Number 4 is reading only inspirational books. Yes, reading inspirational books are good, but these books does not help you or aid you, direct you to be able to build wealth. I have read them. The reason is because after reading, there should be a point of action. There should be some part in the book that actually triggers something within me to be able to move. What do I mean by this? Books that challenge you and give you practical frameworks you can implement immediately. An example is A Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. This book challenges the traditional slow path to wealth and teaches how building scalable systems and businesses can accelerate financial independence. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book explains how behavior, patience, and discipline shape financial success more than intelligence. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a foundational book that teaches the difference between assets and liabilities and how the wealthy think differently about money. These books are not just inspirational books. They give you a practical framework and a path for you to be able to start and navigate yourself to the top. You can't read these books and still be the same, because wealth building starts with a mind. It's a mindset. Once you activate that mindset and your readiness is in force, deployment. Here we go again. Number 5 is silence with those closest to you. This step is one that a lot of people skip. The moment I decide that my path need to realign, I need to reorg, there must be that hard conversation. If you are married, you need to be having this conversation with your partner. You have a family, you are not married, you want to discuss this with your family. That this is the new path I want to embark on and I need support. What do I mean? I'm not stingy. It's just a season I find myself in. And so today, if you are doing A, I may not be able to avail myself for it because it isn't in my financial plan. I intend to arrive at a certain destination of my life. And so for this season, may I humbly ask that I do not get myself involved in what you are bringing forth. I do not condemn you for doing what you're doing. But this season, I just need you to understand that this is the path I intend to take. So you see, it is a hard conversation, but you need to have it anyway. So it's going to be fewer luxuries, temporarily sacrifices, and different priorities. But if those closest to you really love you, they should embrace this newness. They should welcome you and they should support you one way or the other on this path. The reason why it should not be silent is because we human beings are naturally biased. And so we have tendencies of putting you in a space or a bracket you do not qualify to be in, i.e., she's greedy. No, you are not greedy. It's just a season you find yourself. Why am I saying this? I've been there and I know what I'm saying. Number 6, eliminate financial noise. What do I mean by this? In today's day and age, everyone claims to be a financial expert. Everyone, and I can show you lots of these, everyone claims to know a particular thing one way or the other. Sometimes you tend to get confused to your path and your direction. This is why you need to find a way to eliminate financial noise. Now, how do you do this? Once you identify your path, you stick to it. The reason is because the vision must be 5, 10, 15, 20, and beyond years. If you're building businesses, you should build a business that stands at the test of becoming a legacy. Why? The next generation, your grandchildren to come, great-great-grandchildren to come to take over. So we're talking about 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Even after your life, this is how legacies are built. But then how do you stay disciplined when you stick to the path? This is where I want to go. This is what my definition is. This is how I can get here. And that's it. So that you can eliminate the noise. There are too many people who claim to be experts, but no. When you listen to the next 30 seconds, you realize, no, stop it. When you ask the questions, you don't get the right answers. So eliminate the financial noise and stick to the plan. That is what Habakkuk says. He writes the vision in plain language. This is how it must be done. And finally, number 7, eliminate impatience. This is one of the wealth killers. Your impatience. You put 2 today, you want 100 tomorrow. It is not possible. That is not how wealth is built. It's a gradual process. Wealth grows like a tree. The seed must remain in the ground long enough to develop its roots. Consistency, discipline, and patience will eventually produce the fruit. Financial freedom is not accidental. It is intentional. It requires discipline, wisdom, and sometimes sacrifices. But the results, I promise you, it's powerful. I have tasted of it, and the results is powerful. A life where your decisions are no longer controlled by money. That is the journey I pray for you. And if you are willing to eliminate that thing that destroys wealth, something powerful is awaiting you. By all means, please subscribe, leave me a message, like, and share to someone. Be a blessing unto others. This is Yat Finance. Call me Yat, call me Minister Yvonne. And as always, be blessed, stay wise, and I'll catch you in the next.